The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, friends, all the participants. Welcome. Now we are playing ICI motto song. I request all to put their right hand on their hearts. Friends, now I request Chairman, Ahmedabad branch of WRC of ICI, CA Fanil Shah, under whose leadership we all are able to connect in these difficult times. So I welcome CA Fanil Shah. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhushan Bhai. The chief guest of the day, Dr. Amarjit Singh. The speaker, I'll say not of the day, but the speaker of the whole series, Shri Ghanshyam Pathak ji from Gujrera. Our own Central Council member, CA Aniket Trati ji. The chairmen of various branches of Gujarat joining for this particular webinar. Anand branch, Jamnagar branch, Bhavnagar branch, Bharuch branch, Gandhidham branch, Bhuj branch. The secretary, sir, and you can say the person who has crafted this whole webinar series, our own secretary, CA Bishop Shah ji, and various members attending from everywhere. I welcome you all on this first day, the inaugural session of this basic, you can say, webinar series, not only just to share the information, but to discuss in depth so that we can develop RERA as one of the opportunity or one of the professional practice that is RERA. When this webinar series was being crafted, we were thinking that as all the professionals want to develop this as a new opportunity, there is a new law, new department, and there are also new professionals who are practicing. So what in my purview, what was lacking or what might be lacking was confidence. What is the right platform to develop the confidence? Then we can have a platform where the deliberations and discussions take place on the new and the evolving law. And I think so what can be a right opportunity where not only professionals are discussing on a law, but the department are there to discuss and deliberate. And so I can say that this is one of the biggest positive outcome of this COVID-19 lockdown, that we all together have met here for 5 different days on this particular Gujrera provisions. So again, with deepest gratitude, I welcome and thank both our chief guest sir and our speaker sir that they accepted our invitation to deliberate on this particular topic. And friends, I would also like to tell that within few minutes you will receive one booklet which can help you during this session and after the session, so that you can take the best updates with respect to what is going on in the webinar series. With these words, now I request Aniket Talati ji to give opening remarks and also to introduce our chief guest sir.
Thank you very much, Fanil Bhai, most respected chairman of Gujrera, chairman of the branch Fanil ji, other chairman of the branches who are joining in, Secretary Bhushan Bhai, who's doing also a phenomenal job in support of Fanil Bhai to make sure that we are able to connect live with all of you, and most importantly, all the participants who have shown such a tremendous response in attending these webinars. First of all, Fanil sir has asked me to introduce sir, but I think sir needs no introduction in Gujarat. Sir has been an IAS officer of Gujarat cadre He has served in various capacities in this state, and I can only share with you, friends, when so many states are battling of how they will, even after the lockdown is lifted, start the RERA compliances. Sir had a vision, and I'm forced to go back a year back when I had the opportunity to meet sir for the first time, and he had the emphasis for e-office. No one knew what the advantage of e-office would have been at that time. Yes, it brought in transparency, it brought in a fixed timeline, but the biggest blessing in disguise, I believe, of the entire office RERA filings, the entire process of RERA going online, is that even in times of today, though sir has been generous, and I would like to thank on behalf of the entire fraternity, sir, for your extension, for all that you have proactively done to extend the deadlines for compliances and make life of real estate developers who are our clients, and also of chartered accountants who ensure this compliance are a lot easier in these troubled times. But I believe truly that, sir, when the lockdown is lifted and we unlock this lockdown, there is going to be, Gujarat is going to take the lead. And it is only going to be possible, sir, because of the vision, the foresightedness that GujRERA has shown in implementing these forms on an online basis. Sir, just to give you an example, SEBI has last week allowed DSC to be used for quarterly filings. In GujRERA, we have been doing it for almost a year now. This, I think, speaks volumes about how, as compared to some well-established regulators in the country like SEBI, which has been functioning for 30 years. No word against those regulators, but I'm only trying to appreciate what our Gujarat, our state, and under the leadership of Amarjit sir has been able to do. It's a matter of pride. Our Honorable Prime Minister, when he was here, started the e-governance module, and all the departments have so proactively developed it in a manner that we as citizens are taking benefit. It may be going out and taking the pass, it is online. It is the simplest processes of filing returns is online. The entire corporation grateful to you, and especially to all the civil servants, sir, on this civil service day, who are offering yeoman services to our state and to our nation. And sir, I say it with deepest gratitude. Today we really feel what important civil service proves in this world. When we are scared to step out of our homes, we are seeing, sir, senior IAS officers making sure that the health of our state, the health of our citizens is the topmost priority. We are so proud of the municipal commissioners, the health secretaries, everybody who's doing a phenomenal job, sir, to keep our state safe, testing, risking their own lives, putting their family at stake just to ensure that we are staying safe. And sir, on behalf of the entire community of chartered accountants and the city as a whole, I express our gratitude to your community of IAS officers and all civil servants from top to bottom who are doing this much. And I finally will fail in my duty if I do not acknowledge the speaker for today, Shri Ghanshyam Pathak ji. I think we all can, if we had the power to give you a voluntary chartered accountancy, sir, we would have done it, because you have actually enlightened us on this topic more than what we could have done by just reading the act or the forms and the rules. You have been so kind to explain all the changes. It may be the amendment in Form 3, Form 5. At each occasion, sir, you have blessed our community by your presence and guidance. And I'm sure that these 3 sessions, which you will lead, sir, will give our members your perspective, because sometimes we may not be able to understand why certain information is asked. And this is going to be a great opportunity for us to understand, not just from practitioners' perspective, but like we always say, chartered accountants are partners in nation building. And how we can partner you, sir, we are looking forward to it. We will surely play our role at the national level. We are giving suggestions to the Ministry of Finance. We are working also closely with the Home Department at the central level. And I'm sure that as chartered accountants, we will try our best in these times of pressure that our economy is back on its track at the fastest pace. I once again, sir, with utmost sincerity, thank both of you for addressing us and look forward to the deliberation, sir.
Chairman RERA, Dr. Amarjit Singh sir, to give his opening remarks to this Pathshala. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bishan. Wonderful to see you again virtually, Aniket Bhai, Fenil Bhai, Bishan Bhai, and our own Ghanshyam Bhai. It's always a great pleasure to meet the CA fraternity of Gujarat. And we are indeed very proud of our association with the CA fraternity. It is a give and take. We learn so much from you, and we depend so much on you for improving our systems and improving the compliance of various legal provisions. So therefore, I feel very, very happy to interact with you and speak to you. I'm also very happy to note that the Institute of Chartered Accountants has made a major contribution to COVID control measures in the country. Almost a sum of rupees 25 crores has been given. I compliment you, Aniket, and your colleagues for this wonderful effort. I note that this particular webinar proceedings will also go to COVID control activities in our state, which is very, very appreciable. Friends, as I mentioned right in the beginning, we look forward to meeting you to articulate what we have in accordance with the provisions of law and seek your suggestions on the systems as well as their implementation. And I feel very happy to share with you that the compliance in our state on various indicators, on various parameters, is amongst the highest. More than almost 92 to 95% of the CS, they are filling their returns regularly on our website, and this is amongst the highest in the country. And I'll soon let you know the benefits this has brought to our state. Friends, you must know that our state has registered the largest number of real estate projects in the last 2 years of Maharashtra. We're going to touch about 7,000 projects, and I'm happy to share with you the total investment potential is 200,000 crores, 2 lakh crores, which is almost 35 billion US dollars worth of investment, which is coming to our state through these projects. I'm sure when such a large investment is coming, you would agree with me that we should make all efforts to ensure that this money is well spent. It's optimally used of their apartments and other complexes, whether it's a shopping complex, on time and satisfactory. And this whole effort is towards this enhancing this transparency. 2-3 things, friends, which I wanted to share with you where you could make a major difference. Friends, with your active support, this sector today provides employment to the largest number of people after agriculture. In the present day, employment levels are so high, you can imagine the contribution this sector makes. So it is incumbent on all of us to make sure that this sector works very, very effectively. A few points which I wanted to share with you, especially from the CAs of these particular towns. Some of the towns like Banaskantha, Kutch, Valsad, Sabakantha, Bharuch, although the rate of growth of population has been huge, maximum, yet there are very few. If the CA fraternity could look at options which could be taken up in enhancing the number of projects in these towns, it would be very useful. We are still working on the major metropolis, Ahmedabad, Vadodara, Surat, Rajkot, Bhavnagar, Jamnagar. We need to extend our reach further to the towns where the population. Can you hear me properly?
Yes,
Can
perfectly.
you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, perfectly fine.
Bishop, mute.
Can I go on?
Yes, please, sir.
Yes, sir. Please, sir. We'll just put
Okay.
together.
So the 2-3 things. This is one factor that we need to make sure that the more projects go to those areas where the population has grown very fast. The second point is almost almost 92 to 95% of people fill up the information. But when we compare the information for various CAs, engineers and architects, we find a huge variance. The CA is saying something else, the engineer is saying something else, and the architect is saying something else. We need to look at that aspect and make sure that the information is reliable and consistent, filled up by any of the professionals. The third part, which I found very, very interesting in our analysis of the projects that have been registered with us from your information, most of the projects in Vadodara and Rajkot have come up in non-TP areas. So we need teams that develop in those areas. Please use your influence with the mayors and other municipal corporators to ensure that the TP schemes are developed for those areas. And this is more so for the smaller category 2 towns. There are hardly any TP schemes, which means the infrastructure like roads, light, water, sewage, drainage would be not available. So we need to make sure that this aspect, what we want you to do is make sure of the information which you are subutilized for corrective action. That has to be the key. The fourth major point which is coming up is that we still find, based on your data, in a large number of cases, although the 10% advance has been paid by the buyer allotting, still the agreement for sale has not been done. So it is just not information only. We seek your cooperation to use your good offices to make sure that if a allotee has paid 10% signed, only then the purpose is served. The second part is you play a very important role in ensuring that the funds are transferred to where a designated account, and utilization is in accordance with the law, in accordance with the project progress. Your role there is absolutely crucial. If that role is not fulfilled properly, the project completion will be jeopardized. So not only information, please make sure those things are done. The next part is the encumbrance details need to be updated regularly. We find that is still not being done. So please make sure that the encumbrance details are filled up properly. Compliment you, and I feel very happy in telling you that of the projects which are expected to be completed, let's say end of March, we have completed almost 82% of those projects, and the remaining 18% are also in an advanced stage of completion, except with few exceptions. So there is a very good track record, and it has been possible because of you only. So please make sure whatever information you submit, requisite corrective action is taken on the same. Only then the purpose is served. We have taken, as Aniket was mentioning, advanced steps to ensure that the extension for the project is granted in case any promoter feels the need. Alteration is allowed without payment of any fees in case of the changed circumstances because of the lockdown. Please make use of those facilities. I also look forward to your suggestions in how we can facilitate the work of CAs further. I would end on the note that our government has made excellent efforts for control of COVID-19 coronavirus. Please make sure, we want all of you safe. Please make sure safe distance is maintained. Please make sure regular washing of hands. And please make sure that you do not go out. And this is a wonderful example of doing a webinar rather than meeting together. I think this is going to have long-term consequences. We are going to have more such meetings rather than meeting in points next. So this is going to have more consequences for that. I again compliment CA Fenil Shah for Vision by Aniket Bhai for making this possible, and I have no words to thank our own Shri Ghanshyam Bhai Pathak. I fully support Aniket Bhai's proposition that he should be made an honorary CA because of his excellent work. And we are all available anytime. Please call us anytime. If there's anything we can do to facilitate your work with RERA. We are a developmental agency. We have no intention of coming in the way of your work, but we would be happy to facilitate your work in any manner which is possible. Any suggestions, we'll be happy to take care of them and make sure they are implemented in the right spirit. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you to all the 300 participants of this wonderful webinar for joining us. Please feel free to talk to us anytime. Thank you.
Sir, thank you very much.
Vishen, just a minute, Vishen.
Yes, yes. Yes, Chairman.
Just I want to place on record that right now our participants are more than 400, and sir, our mother institute ICI Delhi has contributed 21 crores to PM Care Fund. Our branch contributed more than 50 lakhs, and whatever funding right now in this, we are going to contribute to CM Fund. So thank you, sir. Your words will also motivate other members to contribute, and hope be able to support more to our government efforts of reviving this economy and nation from this COVID-19 training. Thank you, sir. Yes, Vishen.
Sir, as it is said that we are not a team because we work together. We are a team because we respect, trust, and care for each other. And sir, thank you very much for guiding us, leading us, and providing guidance whenever required. We at Ahmedabad branch of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is thankful to you for your kind support and kind words. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you, Vishen. Thank you, Fenil Bhai.
Participants, now we are starting our Pathshala and we are thankful to our
Thank you, sir.
Chairman. Before that, now I introduce today's learned faculty as Mr. Ghanshyam Pathak, who is an officer of Gujarat Accounts Cadre Service, have more than 15 years of experience in public finance, was instrumental in establishment of debt management office in finance department, Gujarat government. He is also CFO in NSE listed core investment company of state government, and now currently is also holding additional responsibility of finance controller Guj RERA since beginning, that is 2017. Friends, you all are aware that GST law was also implemented in 2017. From now, how many notifications, how many circulars, and how many issues we are finding in GST. But what about RERA? In RERA, we have only number of circulars or notifications we can count on fingertips, and that is how the successful implementation of RERA being done under the leadership of Chairman Dr. Amarjit Singh sir, and the same has been implemented by Finance Controller Shri Ghanshyam Bhai Pathak. So now I request Ghanshyam Bhai to deliberate on the today's topic. Thank you. Ghanshyam Bhai. Pathak sir.
Hello.
Sir, now you can.
Pathak sir, लगभग off थे.
Sir, you can start now. I am now showing your presentation.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
You are audible,
sir. Just now, can I be given opportunity to share the presentation, Vishen bhai?
Yes, yes. Now your presentation has been shared. Please, you can share it.
Ji, sir. Ji. Okay, very good afternoon
Good afternoon, sir.
to all. Very good afternoon to all Gujarat Chartered Accountant Fraternity members. Honorable Dr. Amarjit Singh sir, Chairman Gujarat RERA and my guiding force, Bishan Bhai, Aniket Bhai, Fenil Bhai, and all friends in this today's webinar. I am lucky in a sense that there are ample number of talent and abilities available in the government. So I may not be the right person, but I ended up being at the right place at the right time. In 2017, this opportunity to work with Gujarat RERA at the very nascent stage when the organization was getting built brick by brick. Manjula Subramaniam gave me an opportunity to join the Gujarat RERA team. We started building a organization. Then the objectives were laid out very well in the act itself. We started walking towards them, and then Madam passed on the baton to Dr. Amarjit Singh sir, and since last 2 years, Singh sir is guiding us, giving us the necessary impetus, force, speed, and at times, if necessary, the necessary push, so that the executives like me, who are my team in all various verticals of our organization, put in their best to create an organization which is just going to be 3 years old on 1st May, and we have traveled a distance. As you can see on your screen, Gujarat RERA, enabling preemptive regulation through technology. If I can use an anecdote from mythology, so कहा जाता है कि पंचामृत सोने के बर्तन में देके भगवान को धराया जाता है. We as a public organization working for the general public at large, the sector at large, our golden vessel is our Gujarat RERA portal, the technology backbone for our reach out. We are a centralized office working from Gandhinagar, but our portal is allowing us to reach out to Valsad, to Porbandar, to Kutch, to Palanpur, and all the big cities. And this portal, this golden vessel, is primarily focusing on 5 aspects. That is, I am sharing it. Now it is there, sir. I am sorry. I am first on this software. Yes, I have been given some training yesterday, but I will equip myself to the expectations. Now it is visible, sir? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So enabling preemptive regulation through technology, learning, and ways forward. So I am saying that in this golden vessel of technology portal, we are focusing at Gujarat RERA on 5 critical aspects of RERA Act. That is timely delivery of real estate project that is built as per the specifications and approved plan, and of which property for the buyer to enjoy it for the future periods. Plus the regulation aspect of the office and the grievance redressal. ये 5 हमारे मेन फंक्शंस है ऑफिस में, जिस पे काम किया जाता है, जिस पे मॉनिटरिंग होता है, और जिससे इस रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर एंड कंज्यूमर्स को अच्छी तरह से कंट्रीब्यूट करने की कोशिश की जा रही है। वी हैव नाउ, जैसे सिंह साहब ने वेरी एप्टली बताया, इस सेशन को नाम पाठशाला दिया गया है। इसके व्हाट्सएप में विमर्श लिखा, डिस्कशन अमॉन्ग्स द एनलाइटेंड माइंड्स, प्रोफेशनल प्रैक्टिशनर्स सब है। आई हैव दिस वेरी novel opportunity to share with all of you my experience. I am not here to share anything which is myself have not learned since July 2017 working in this organization itself. I was privileged to be in the organization, see the things from near vicinity, and as such I had the first hand experience of seeing and understanding the things, various regulatory aspects. So today my endeavor will be to share with you people कि मैंने क्या देखा, मैं पण જોયું છે, जो कुछ भी मैंने इस ऑफिस में जिस डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस का मैं हिस्सेदार रहा, उसके बारे में मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस आपसे शेयर करूंगा। क्योंकि अभी जैसे बताया कि 400 से ज्यादा प्रोफेशनल्स इस वेबिनार में हैं, 2000 प्रोफेशनल गुजरात रेरा के साथ रजिस्टर्ड है, और इस वेबिनार सीरीज में कुछ फ्रेशर्स भी होंगे, कुछ यंग गर्ल्स who are new to joining the practice भी होंगे। लेकिन मेरी उनसे विनती रहेगी कि जैसे सारे सीनियर्स बड़े लंबे समय से इस प्रैक्टिस में लगे हुए, उनका टाइम इसमें गया है, इसलिए उन्हें महारत हासिल हुआ है, तो आपको भी टाइम लगाना पड़ेगा। और क्योंकि इसमें मेजॉरिटी प्रैक्टिसिंग प्रोफेशनल्स है, तो मैं एलिमेंट्री प्रोजेक्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन या क्वार्टरली कंप्लायंस उस पे बात नहीं करते हुए ब्रॉड एस्पेक्ट्स, पिक्यूलर एस्पेक्ट्स, जिसके बारे में प्रैक्टिसिंग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स भी सुनना या डिस्कस करना चाहेंगे। ये 5 दिन का वेबिनार सीरीज रखा हुआ है। इसका फ्लो ऐसे रखेंगे कि हर रोज 1 घंटा 10 मिनट 15 मिनट तक मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस आपसे शेयर करूंगा, इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर करूंगा गुजरात रेरा का, और बाकी के 10-15 मिनट उस दिन की जो बात हुई होगी उसके बारे में अगर कोई क्वेश्चन या पिक्यूलर क्वेश्चन तो उस पे हम डिस्कस करेंगे। आई रिक्वेस्ट moderator for the session to keep tab on quality of questions if there is possible on his part, ताकि हम बड़े ही रिलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस पे डिस्कशन करें, और या एलिमेंट्री या वेबसाइट के ऊपर जो डेटा अवेलेबल है उसके बारे में हमें समय न देना पड़े। मुझे ये शेयर करते हुए खुशी हो रही है कि ICAI अहमदाबाद ब्रांच ने बैकग्राउंड मटेरियल फॉर दिस सेशन शेयर किया है। गुजरात रेरा की वेबसाइट के ऊपर से जो कंटेंट है उसके लिंक शेयर किए हैं, और उन्होंने ICAI ने खुद ने जो एक ई फाइलिंग गाइड बुकलेट पब्लिश की है उसको भी आज PDF फॉर्मेट में, ई बुक फॉर्मेट, तो that contains the elementary part of practice. All the chartered accountants are familiar. Those who are new should focus on that. और मैं आज इस तरीके से अपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करने की शुरुआत करता हूं सर। सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने 2016 में रेरा एक्ट पारित किया। बड़ी जद्दोजहद के बाद ये एक्ट पारित था। हम पब्लिक डोमेन में जो इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल है, पार्लियामेंट में इसका प्रेजेंट होना, स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के पास जाना, स्टैंडिंग कमेटी की रिपोर्ट आनी, राज्यसभा में डिबेट होनी और फिर लोकसभा में इसका पारित होना, ये एक लंबा थॉट प्रोसेस चला है। पार्लियामेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने, ऑनरेबल मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट्स ने बड़ी डिबेट की है इसके ऊपर, और उस मंथन तौर पे ये 92 सेक्शन वाला एक्ट सेंट्रल एक्ट करके आया। स्टेट गवर्नमेंट्स, एप्रोप्रिएट गवर्नमेंट्स ने उन्हें नोटिफाई किया, अथॉरिटीज का गठन हुआ, और इस करके ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर जो अब तक अनरेगुलेटेड था, उस अनरेगुलेटेड सेक्टर को रेगुलेट करने की दिशा में पहला कदम शुरू हुआ। साहब ने बताया आफ्टर एग्रीकल्चर सबसे बड़ा सेक्टर है इकोनॉमी का, और फॉर अ प्रोलॉन्ग्ड पीरियड ऑफ टाइम पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस वो उसके लिए कोई स्पेसिफिक रेगुलेशन नहीं था, सेंट्रलाइज्ड रेगुलेशन नहीं था, कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन के एंगल से रेगुलेशन नहीं था, उसको लाया गया। रेरा रजिस्टर्ड प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो 4 चीजों को ध्यान में रखने के तीन चीजें देता है। वो रेरा आने से कंज्यूमर के लिए सबसे बड़ी, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट 3 एस्पेक्ट्स फॉर द कंज्यूमर्स ऑफ द रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर जो बने, वो है कि रेरा रजिस्टर्ड प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो 3 चीजें इंश्योर करता है। एक इंश्योर करता है that the real estate constructed is constructed in compliance to the approved plan and specifications. We have development regulations, Gujarat Town Planning Act, कॉमन GDCR पूरे गुजरात स्टेट में अप्लाई होता है, लोकल अथॉरिटीज AMC, औड़ा, SMC, सूडा, बड़ौदा म्यूनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन, बड़ौदा अर्बन डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी, ये इस रेगुलेशन के तहत डेवलपमेंट के अप्रूवल्स देते हैं। लेकिन अप्रूवल्स मिलने के बाद कंस्ट्रक्शन और अप्रूवल में गैप रहने की, उस प्रॉब्लम को एड्रेस करना बड़ा जरूरी था। और डेवलपमेंट रेगुलेशन के कंप्लायंस में जो कंस्ट्रक्शन नहीं होता उसको अनऑथोराइज्ड कॉलोनी कहा जाता है, और फिर उसके डिमोलिशन की परिस्थिति भी आ सकती है। तो बिल्डर प्लान अप्रूव करवाते थे, कंस्ट्रक्शन करते थे जो प्लान के साथ सुसंगत नहीं भी हो सकता था, और फिर कंज्यूमर को ये लोकल अथॉरिटी का जो गुस्सा है अनऑथोराइज्ड कॉलोनी को ठीक करने वाला, वो डिमोलिशन के तौर में फेस करना पड़ता था। इस प्रॉब्लम को एड्रेस करने के लिए टाइटल, लैंड का टाइटल क्लियर हो, प्रॉपर्टी जो कंस्ट्रक्ट हुई है उसका टाइटल क्लियर हो, और खरीदार के पक्ष में वो टाइटल ट्रांसफर हो, इसमें भी बड़ी दिक्कतें थी। कभी कभी प्रमोटर्स लैंड के ऊपर एनकम्बरेंस रहते हुए प्रोजेक्ट बना देते थे, एलओटीज खरीद लेते थे, और फिर उसमें दिक्कत आ जाती थी। और तीसरी जो बड़ी मीडिया में आई ये बात, जोर शोर से आई, रेरा के आने से पहले भी आई, रेरा के आने के बाद भी आई, और अभी भी कभी कभी मीडिया में आता रहता है कि भाई बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट रजिस्टर हुए, उन्होंने डिलीवरी डेट अनाउंस की थी, लेकिन वो अनाउंस की हुई डेट से डिलीवरी नहीं दे पाए। मतलब के जो प्रॉमिस होता है उस प्रॉमिस के ऊपर एक्शन नहीं हुआ, और उस तय तारीख के पहले पोजीशन नहीं दिया गया। सो ये 3 बेसिक चीजों को एड्रेस करने के लिए मैं फिर से दोहरा देता हूं, कंस्ट्रक्शन एज पर अप्रूव्ड प्लान, क्लियर लीगल टाइटल ऑफ द प्रॉपर्टी एंड टाइमली डिलीवरी, ये 3 चीजों को प्राइमरीली एड्रेस करने के लिए ये एक्ट बना। रेरा एक्ट में इन 3 चीजों को कैसे किया जाए, ये हाउ क्वेश्चन का आंसर एक्ट ने दिया कि हर रियल एस्टेट प्रोजेक्ट को रजिस्टर करके हम इस रेगुलेटरी रिजीम को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। और रजिस्टर्ड प्रोजेक्ट के प्रमोटर दैट इज बिल्डर एंड बायर दैट इज एलओटी, इन दोनों के बीच में जो बाइंग एंड सेलिंग का ट्रांजैक्शन है, इस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को, रियल एस्टेट परचेज कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को, सेल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को एक तय मुसद्दा दे दिया जाए, प्रिस्क्राइब्ड एग्रीमेंट फॉर सेल, ड्राफ्ट एग्रीमेंट फॉर सेल प्रिस्क्राइब कर दिया जाए, ताकि सारे एग्रीमेंट्स में एक सूत्रता है। जो अहम कंडीशंस है उसको कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में लिखने से कोई बच ना पाए। All important clauses must be part and partial to the real estate sale transfer agreement. And once the contract is crystallized in the form of this model agreement for sale, which can be modified to accommodate project specific information or specifications, type, payment schedules. But once this agreement for sale is registered and both the parties to the contract are agreeable to the terms and conditions of the contract, then the possibility of implementing the contract improves drastically. And as the contract is registered, now any party aggrieved for non-performance can approach the regulator for dispute resolution. सो एक्ट ने अथॉरिटी को डिस्प्यूट रिजोल्यूशन के भी पावर्स दिए, और क्योंकि ये जुडिशियल प्रोसेस है, डिस्प्यूट रिजोल्यूशन के साथ साथ कॉम्पेंसेशन पार्टी को क्लेम करना हो तो उसके लिए भी एडजुडिकेटिंग ऑफिसर एक्ट में। और ये दोनों जुडिशियल अथॉरिटीज की जो ऑर्डर्स, जजमेंट्स है, उससे अगर कोई एग्रीव्ड है तो एपेलेट ट्रिब्यूनल का मैकेनिज्म भी एक्ट ने प्रोवाइड किया। सो फ्रेंड्स, ये पृष्ठभूमि में रेरा बना, और जब पार्लियामेंट ने इसे पारित किया तो इसके जो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स है बड़े ही सुंदर तरीके से एलोबरेट हुए हैं। कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन लॉज are available, the resources available therein are only curative but not preventive. This has affected the overall potential growth of the sector due to absence of professionalism and standardization. So friends, पार्लियामेंट ने ये एक्ट पारित करते वक्त इस चीज का कॉग्निजेंस लिया था कि कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन एक्ट है, लेकिन हम रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर के रेगुलेशन और रेगुलेटर चाहते हैं, और हम क्यूरेटिव नहीं, प्रिवेंटिव रेगुलेटर चाहते हैं। सो ये प्रिवेंटिव रेगुलेटर का जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है वो रेरा के प्रोसेसेस और उसके कंप्लायंस रिजीम का फ्रेमवर्क तय करता है। द एंटायर फ्रेमवर्क ऑफ गुजरात रेरा रेगुलेटरी रिजीम is guided by these words, that ultimately the regulatory regime has to be preventive. In a sense, a regulatory regime that ensures that the contracts are properly upheld, consumer interest is protected, and he gets the possession in time with clear title and a real estate which is constructed as per plan. When we want to implement these three broad objectives, the objectives you can see on your screen are extension of the principal objectives, and these are the tools by which the principal objectives are aimed to be attained. Information sharing, accountability, symmetry of information between promoter and LOT. What promoter is knowing, he must share everything and all information with the LOT, and LOT shall have all the information for making his decision for purchase of this real estate. So इसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने के लिए गुजरात रेरा ने अपना मिशन और विजन स्टेटमेंट बनाया, which is available in on our website. We intend to protect the interest of the consumers and the sector as a whole, to provide a transparent, trust and sustainable real estate regulatory environment that encourages investment while protecting the consumer interest. So, sorry. So ये सारी चीजें करने के लिए, ये ऑब्जेक्टिव्स को अचीव करने के लिए ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बना, और अब ऑलमोस्ट 1-1.5 महीने में हम 3 साल तक पहुंचने वाले हैं. सो व्हाट हाउ है, मैं यहाँ पे आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड दैट ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, plans, strategies, everything is necessary, and it guides the executives, the workhorses, to take appropriate steps to chart out, design, develop and deploy methodologies, processes to ensure the outcomes. Now let me first share you with what are the outcomes of these last 3 years. How organization teamed up with real estate sector, professional fraternities in chartered accountants, architects and engineers, and the consumer forums. When all got together, everybody played their role, and today Gujarat RERA is able to do these things. I would share with you. This is the data. Projects total registered in 3 different financial years: 17-18, 2200, 18-19, 3000, 19-20 till today 1300. This is about total project cost and district wise segregation of government projects and non-government projects. This is about quarterly compliances. Chairman sir highlighted that around 95% of the projects have submitted their quarterly compliances. This is the graph on screen is about complaints resolved. You can see Gujarat RERA has resolved complaint numbers. I would like to add that in past 3 years, Gujarat RERA has given possession orders for 100 against 107 complaints, and of that 75%, around 82 orders have been successfully implemented, and the aggrieved consumer has been handed over the possession of the real estate by the concerned promoter. The rest are in appeals and in different adjudicating process level. This graph shows the district-wise allocation of registered projects. We have this construction projects monitoring. 90% projects have reported their compliances regularly, of which 84% projects are likely to be completed on time. So all these data, friends, is possible because this technology enabled platform has been created, and all stakeholders, architects, engineers, chartered accountant, through their promoters, have positively treated the data. So we are able to produce this data insights. This is a typical project view available on Gujarat RERA portal. Here the bars are indicating, colored bars on the left hand side top are indicating block A, B, C and D block wise completion percentages, common amenities completion percentages. The pictorial progress is also visible on our portal. Table which is visible, it indicates block A booking status. The yellow colored rectangles indicates that these apartments are booked, and green colored rectangles indicate these apartments are available for sale. Of course, this data is quarterly, so there can be 2 or 3 months lag. Visits our website, search for a project, get project details, oversee its progress, and get an insight into its booking status. Then he can get booking status updated to the last compliance reported. He can see the project, registered project on a Google map as well. If somebody visits Gujarat RERA portal and for a registered portal, registered project, clicks on a map location icon, the Gujarat RERA registered project is shown on Google map with all, that is the nearby places, restaurants, hospitals, gardens, public places, government offices. Everything is visible to a consumer on Gujarat RERA portal in respect of a registered project to make his purchase decision. The portal also shows all the information pertaining to promoter, that is KYC of the promoter, the entity details, partner, director, authorized signatory, approval documents to be downloaded and seen, plan, layout plan, building plan, draft agreement for sale, draft sale deed, draft allotment letter. So this platform, its regulatory regime, the compliance process has eventually created a system which is very empowering to real estate consumers and real estate promoters as well, because it makes promoter reasonably transparent for consumers to rely on his promise. Friends, यहाँ पे मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंसेस शेयर करता हूँ. ये जो बुकिंग डिटेल्स, जैसे बुक माई शो या किसी एयरलाइन की फ्लाइट टिकट बुक कर रहे हो, वैसे आपको ये जो बॉक्सेस दिख रहे हैं, गुजरात रेरा के पोर्टल पे ये टेक्नोलॉजी से इनेबल होके सारे रजिस्टर्ड प्रोजेक्ट के लिए सारे कंज्यूमर्स को अवेलेबल है, एग्जिस्टिंग एंड पोटेंशियल. बट व्हाट हैपेंस कि जब ऐसी कोई टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलप होती है, एंड समथिंग टेक्नोलॉजी enabled, some feature like this is developed, it is in a layman's term termed an innovation, information innovation. The innovation generally flows to the capital. That is because capital rewards. Share with you that in a neighboring state where such booking details for registered project are not available on authority website, there is a private service provider, software company, which has developed a software for project, real estate project management, having features for RERA compliances, and as part of consumer relationship module, CRM module, offering this checkered box map of booking status to promoter of the real estate project, so that he can better manage his inventory management, because the software is paid, promoter is capital, and promoter pays for it, the information advantages are extended to the capital. The joy of working in Gujarat RERA, the joy of working with leadership, which enables such a use of technology and of betterment of common man, empowering the common man with information, that is innovating not for capital but innovating for service. Gujarat RERA is a public organization, and public organization is embracing this technology and innovations for service of the subject, service of the stakeholders. Now, obviously, when consumers are benefited by this checkered box, promoter himself is inherently benefited. Here, if you allow me to take some liberty, the capital that is expected from promoter to be contributed for this Gujarat RERA portal enabled project specific web portal is quarterly fees of 2,000 rupees to be paid along with the quarterly returns. There is one more aspect. Is now available with us, collated, and technology is utilized at a greater extent. Few of you friends have might have seen this graph, and this information may be repetitive for you, but for the advantage of the first time joinees, I would like to share with them that Gujarat RERA is actively working with other Gujarat government organizations, urban development department, town planning authorities, and local authorities, AMC and AUDA, SUDA, and we are providing them this map which shows them that in a urban development plan area, a subset of TP scheme is also developed, but RERA applies to the entire planned area, whereas the TP scheme formation is gradual. So there are plan areas where regulation is applicable, but the TP scheme is yet to be formed. So construction permissions are granted, but the infrastructural, road, drainage, sewage, stormwater, electricity, water supply, drinking water supply, this infrastructure follows a approved TP area, approved TP scheme area. So this RERA registration and plotting of projects on Google Map and imposing TP scheme maps on Google Map, and this technology demonstrate how we have, how these town planning authorities can reprioritize their TP scheme approvals, because TP schemes were getting approved, but in those localities, in those geographical areas, real estate projects were not coming up, and the areas where real estate projects are coming up, TP schemes were not following fast. So this insight has enabled the development regulators to change their perspective. RERA has internally now started analyzing these TP, non-TP projects, and we have started sharing this with town planning regulators. RERA has implemented construction quality monitoring aspect also through engineer certificate form 2A annexure to ensure that the real estate constructed is of a desired quality. RERA has also started observing the demand patterns in geographical territories. The demand pattern is also analyzed to bifurcate into segments: residential, affordable, and other. Total inventory, booked inventory, yet to be sold. All these informations are now getting collected, processed, And going forward, RERA is going to share this with RERA registered promoters as well, so that they can make appropriate decisions. So till this point, friends, I have shared the journey of this organization to have a perspective that whatever we have been doing collectively, chartered accountants, architects, engineers, promoters, and RERA organization, we have created a big data proposition which allows the regulator and going forward the individual promoter to better plan and execute his real estate project, which serves his own purpose of better execution, meeting his own promise to deliver real estate by date, agreed date. And for consumers, it is creating an which was never existed. Now consumer is empowered with all the necessary information for his decision making, and this ecosystem is furthering. We have of late taken gradual regulatory regime refinement steps. Authority is coming out with directions, orders, and circulars, which are nuts and bolts for improvement of the overall ecosystem. ये पूरी बात इस पॉइंट तक जो शेयर किया आपके साथ, ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि आपको ये पर्सपेक्टिव मिल जाए, कुछ भी लिया जा रहा है, it is put to purpose, it is put to use for purposeful information generation, and the information generated are also objectively shared with concern or with the appropriate authorities who are decision makers, who can take more informed decisions because of the information generated and provided by Gujarat RERA. So इस perspective के बाद, now let me come to the more basic aspect of this webinar, that is point by point discussion and experience sharing RERA regulatory regime. So friends, as I tried to elaborate कि पार्लियामेंट ने और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने इनेबलिंग प्रोविजन से ये अथॉरिटी बनाई ताकि रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर में अकाउंटेबिलिटी आए. Promoters were free to promise, but when promise is without accountability, it eventually turns out to be a New Year resolution. 1 जनवरी को लिया, किसी का 5 तक चला, किसी का 25 तक, और किसी का 2-3 महीने में अटक गया. Promises are hardly implemented, but now there is a definite accountability for a real estate project promoter. और ये accountability का enabling tool है registration of each and every real estate project that is coming up. और ये registration हो जाने से फिर उस registration related information submission, information sharing, information updation, timely project progress reporting, ये सारी चीजें, सारे रेगुलेशन, ये सब इस फलक्रम के साथ जुड़े हुए. रजिस्ट्रेशन इज अ कोर, project registration is the core activity, and every other activity associated with registration process or compliance process is aimed at eventually ensuring that the objectives with which RERA Act is enacted are achieved and meet with. So एक pain point आता है. Broadly everybody is aware कि section 3 से ये बात आती है, और वहां पे कहा गया है कि कोई प्रमोटर एडवर्टाइज, मार्केट, बुक, सेल और ऑफर फॉर सेल और इनवाइट person to purchase in any manner without prior registration of real estate project with real estate regulatory authority. मतलब कि ये रिस्ट्रिक्टिव क्लॉज है, इसके किए बिना, रजिस्ट्रेशन के बिना आप ना तो सॉलिसिट कर सकते, ना बुक कर सकते, ना बेच सकते, ना एडवर्टाइज कर सकते। सो इस तरीके से इस रजिस्ट्रेशन को मस्ट कर दिया ताकि रजिस्ट्रेशन हो तो इंफॉर्मेशन शुरू हो जाए। हाउएवर जब एक्ट इनेक्ट हुआ तो इनिशियल पीरियड में दो चैलेंजेस थे। एक के ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट्स को कैसे लाया जाए रेगुलेशन के फोल्ड में, और दूसरा था कि एक कट ऑफ साइज क्या रखी जाए कि जिसके नीचे बहुत ही छोटे प्रोजेक्ट को, बहुत ही छोटे प्रोजेक्ट के प्रमोटर को इस रेगुलेटरी रीजनेबल टाइम तक एग्जम्प्ट किया जाए। सो ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट का जो मसला था उसको कायदे ने हल किया कि भाई कट ऑफ डेट 1 मई 2017 was notified, and with that cut off date every project which does not have building use permission or completion certificate, क्योंकि गुजरात में across the board BU permission is very well understood, so हम BU टर्म को यूज करेंगे। तो जिस प्रोजेक्ट का एक नहीं आया था उन सबको ऑनगोइंग प्रोजेक्ट करके रजिस्टर करना था, और जिनको रजिस्टर करना था उनमें से बहुत ही छोटे प्रोजेक्ट्स के जिनकी लैंड साइज 5000 स्क्वायर मीटर से कम हो और जिसके यूनिट्स अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन 8 यूनिट से कम हो, और ये उस लैंड पार्सल के लिए और उस स्पेसिफिक लेआउट प्लान के लिए, अगर उस लेआउट प्लान को अलग अलग फेजेस में कंस्ट्रक्ट किया जाए, पहले 4 यूनिट और फिर 4 यूनिट, तो सारे फेज मिला के टोटल लेआउट के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में रजिस्ट्रेशन मस्ट था, अदर मस्ट है। तो एक्ट ने ये प्रोवाइड किया। अब मैंने स्क्रीन पे इसको एंड रेड अक्षर से लिखा है, रेड कलर में लिखा है, तो एक्सेप्शन क्लॉज है, उसमें 500 स्क्वायर मीटर्स और 8 यूनिट्स ऐसे करके नेगेटिव कॉनोटेशन में एग्जम्पशन के लिए एलिजिबिलिटी को प्रोवाइड किया है। अब इसके बारे में बड़ा डिबेट चल रहा है, बड़ी कोशिश हुई, गुजरात रेरा ने तो अलग अलग मौकों पे अप्रोप्रिएट टाइम पे इसको एलोबरेट किया है। अफेक्टेड प्रमोटर्स जो थे उनके कंसल्टेंट्स ने एडवाइस किया तो उनके केस में प्रोजेक्ट स्पेसिफिक एडवाइजरी देके उनको जिन को भी रजिस्ट्रेशन करना आवश्यक था उनको रजिस्ट्रेशन करवाया गया। फिर भी ये एक एकेडमिक डिबेट फिर भी अभी चलती रहती है कि ये और डिस्जंक्टिव होना चाहिए कि नहीं, क्योंकि ये लीगल टर्मिनोलॉजी में और वर्ड को डिस्जंक्टिव टर्म कहते हैं और ड्राफ्टिंग ऑफ द लॉ के समय उसको डिस्जंक्टिवली प्राइमरीली यूज किया जाता है। बट देन देयर आर इंस्टेंसेस, सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट्स, दिस और is to be read as conjunctive, उसको एंड करके रीड करना है और उसको समझना है। तो इस इंटरप्रिटेशन के लिए भी बात यही आ जाती है एकेडमिक फोरम में, सब चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट्स और प्रमोटर्स के साथ जब बात होती है कि उसको एंड क्यों पढ़ना है, तो आज मैं इस फोरम के माध्यम से आप सबके साथ शेयर करना चाहूंगा गुजरात रेरा अथॉरिटी ने इस और को एंड क्यों पढ़ा है, उसकी वजह मैं आपके साथ शेयर करता हूं। फ्रेंड्स, ये है राज्यसभा डिबेट 10 मार्च 2016 का एक पोर्शन जो इस डिबेट का जो पब्लिक डॉक्यूमेंट है, जो राज्यसभा वेबसाइट पे अपलोडेड है, जब ये एक्ट राज्यसभा ने पारित किया, उसका जो डिबेट था, और उस डिबेट में जब लंबी डिबेट चली, उसके बाद जब एक्ट को वोटिंग के लिए प्रेजेंट करने, ऑनरेबल हाउसिंग मिनिस्टर श्री एम वेंकैया नायडू जी, उन्होंने जब इसको कंक्लूडिंग रिमार्क्स को हाउस के सामने प्रेजेंट किया, उसमें इस बात को क्लियर किया था। सर, आप लोग जरा ध्यान से देखिए कि कांग्रेस एमपी कुमारी शैलजा जी ने इस मुद्दे को रेज किया था डिबेट में। आगे बड़ा लंबा नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन उनका ये डिबेट के दौरान भी उनका ये कहना था कि प्रमोटर छोटा हो, प्रोजेक्ट छोटा हो, तो उसका खरीदार भी तो छोटा आदमी होगा। भले ही 4 यूनिट का प्रोजेक्ट है, लेकिन उस 4 यूनिट में बसने वाले कंज्यूमर्स जो होंगे, उनको भी तो कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन मिलना चाहिए। सो ये 500 मीटर और 8 यूनिट वाली लिमिट ही नहीं होनी चाहिए। सो देयर शुड बी नो एग्जम्पशन। दैट वाज द पार्ट ऑफ डिबेट। जबकि स्टैंडिंग कमेटी जो थी राज्यसभा की, जिसने अपना रिपोर्ट लिखा था, उसने उसमें रेकमेंड किया था कि ये एग्जम्पशन होना चाहिए छोटे प्रोजेक्ट के लिए, और वो 1000 स्क्वायर मीटर इन टर्म्स ऑफ लैंड एंड 12 यूनिट्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ अपार्टमेंट्स ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट, उसके कॉन्टेक्स्ट में होना चाहिए। सो यहाँ पे ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर सर ने उसको एलोबरेट किया है कि आई अंडरस्टैंड, मैडम स्पीकर सर को एड्रेस करते हुए वो कह रहे हैं कि आई अंडरस्टैंड देयर आर practical problems also. That is why earlier it was put 1012, then I am bringing it to 508. Once we will start implementing it, anytime you can bring the change. Moreover, it has attached my personal attention also. I myself has insisted that the power has to be given to states. At the end of the day, we are dealing with local bodies and also with states. Let there be some flexibility given in response to this issue. इस डिबेट के आगे के हिस्से में जहां पे उन्होंने एलोबरेटली इस पे बात की है, वहां पे कहते हैं कि ये थ्रेशहोल्ड जो है 500 और 8 का, इसको घटाने के पावर स्टेट्स को दिए गए हैं, बढ़ाने के नहीं। So friends, this section 3, its subsection and its provisos for exemption are to be read in light with this, which eventually culminated in enacting this act. So I hope by today's this sharing of vital information, the entire forum attending today's webinar is also now having the same perspective and same set of information available with Gujarat RERA authority. Information was always available. Now you have a perception also that in which light these provisions are to be read with. So this painstaking debate on applicability of requirement for registration settles once and for all. Now this once project को registration must कर दिया, ताकि उससे रिलेटेड बाकी सब चीजें ठीक होती जाए। मैं अपने प्रेजेंटेशन फ्लो में आज और कल 2 दिन में ये टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट्स, प्लान अप्रूवल वाले एस्पेक्ट, लीगल एस्पेक्ट, that is legal documentation, title clear document, land document, draft of agreement for sale, draft of sale deed, इन सब पे बात करेंगे। और फिर financial aspects of registration and quarterly monitoring, form 1, 2, 3, chartered accountant certificate, and means of finance for projects above 25 crores as of now today applicable. It is available for project promoters also to voluntarily submit means of finance, because it's a very good tool for their self project management. I will elaborate on it in coming sessions, and then we will move on the litigation aspect, adjudication aspect, and question answers. So because today we have spent some time on understanding the journey till today, now we are nearing the concluding time. As we have settled the primary issue concerned with section 3, from tomorrow onwards we will start discussing on the technical aspect, plan approvals, how the plans are approved, what are the important things, why RERA is asking for certain information for each item. Now you are seeing on your screen, all these definitions are given in the act, and all these informations are submitted by promoter for onward sharing them with consumer, have a purpose, and exactly these things are reason theater for various forms and formats devised for regulatory compliances. So we will dwell on them in coming sessions. Today I would like to rest this communication at this point. My humble request is now to the host.
Yes, sir.
And if in this last 5-10 minutes, if some primary feedback, something that you want me to improve upon on pace or presentation of the information,
Yes, sir.
that is also welcome, sir.
There are certain requests.
And I must, sir.
Yes, you carry on, sir. You carry on.
Okay. I wanted to thank wholeheartedly to this Institute of Chartered Accountants of India Ahmedabad chapter for giving me this opportunity. I am sharing my experience, and I am learning in a process. Since last 3 years, I am learning with Gujarat RERA, and today I am with this technology. Yes, a few of you who are known to me have known me in different flavor and different tenor. When I am in front of you and I am sharing my views, my body language, my thought process, my connect with you is different today. It's a novel experience that nobody is visible and I am speaking to everybody. It is affecting my execution process. Bear with me. I will learn please. Now I rest my session for the day. Any question or feedback, I am ready to listen. Thank you, Bishan bhai.
There are a couple of questions and requests from the members that if you can share this, to share this presentation. So I request you to share the presentation first. Second thing, if you want, if you want participants to read something as a homework, because we all are doing work from home and work for home, in that also if you want to give us some homework, so we can read it and we come tomorrow after reading. So tomorrow whatever topics you are going to take, and the questions are that first is area covered under planning area. Which are the areas covered under the planning area? So if you can throw some light. Is there any definition of the planning area?
The area covered under planning.
Yes.
Yeah. Planning area is defined by the town plan Gujarat. Chief Town Planning Officer, his office is in Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Chief Town Planner's office is the authority for defining the planning areas. under the Gujarat Town Planning Act. This town planners department has a district offices as well, district town planning officers, and Gujarat RERA has since 2017 come up with a guidance to all these town planning officers, because they have their own process, they have their own act, they determine the boundaries of geographical land area, which part is covered. There can be a situation if there is one road going outside the city, on the left hand side of the road the land is covered under the planning area, and the right hand side it may not be covered in the development planning area. There are development plans which are large area. There are TP schemes which are subset of the development plans. These decisions are taken by state government through town planning officer, its department, and if some from my survey number of the land or my my land parcel is covered under the planning area or not, they can approach the district level town planning officer, providing the information, and these officers do respond to clarify whether the concerned survey number is within the planning area or not. The system is functional. Initially in 2017 there were more cases. There were cases in which promoters have voluntarily applied for registration, not knowing appropriately that their project was not covered in the planning area. Few of the instances happened. Few of the cases otherwise also happened. They did not register. Then you are not registering. Then they said we are not aware, we are in planning area. But then once explained, they also came on board. So this is how you can identify the planning area. You can visit the chief town planner's website as well, and these geographical places in terms of name are given there. Maps are available on maybe on website, or you can ask the local district level town planners.
Sir, the next question is
about the homework, sir. Yes, tomorrow we will be discussing.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, please continue.
Tomorrow we would be discussing broadly on the project registration application aspects of technical, that is plan and plan related submissions, legal document and legal document related submissions, and financial aspects of the project, RERA bank account, form 3, that is chartered accountant form, and means of finance form. कल क्योंकि पर्सपेक्टिव पे टाइम देना नहीं होगा, पॉइंट पे आएंगे, और मैं चाहता हूं कि आप लोग जो बुकलेट आपको शेयर की है इंस्टीट्यूट ने बैकग्राउंड मटेरियल ई फाइलिंग के लिए, उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन प्रोसेस एक बार अगर गो थ्रू कर सकते हैं एडवांस में, तो मेरे लिए भी आसान रहेगा और आपके लिए भी आसान रहेगा, क्योंकि मैं इन एनी केस गुजरात रेरा की वेबसाइट पे जो वेबसाइट गाइड्स है, ये जो ई फाइलिंग डॉक्यूमेंट है, जो प्रोसेस है, उसके ऊपर मैं नहीं जाने वाला हूं। जैसे मैंने आज सेक्शन जो ब्रॉड पेन पॉइंट्स नजर आता था उस पर बात की, और दूसरी चीजें फ्रेंड्स, आपको ऐसा है कि भाई चार्टर्ड आर्किटेक्ट के फॉर्म में स्टार्ट डेट और एंड डेट अब रेरा क्यों मांग रहा है, गैंट चार्ट क्यों बनाना है, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट के फॉर्म में एलओटी का नाम और उसका केवाईसी क्यों है, हाँ, ऐसे जो आपके क्यों वाले क्वेश्चंस है, व्हाई दिस कंप्लायंस, उस पे मेरा अथॉरिटी में काम करते हुए अथॉरिटी के पर्सपेक्टिव को अंडरस्टैंड करने का मुझे जो मौका मिला है, वो सारे पॉइंट्स मैं आपके साथ शेयर करता जाऊंगा, लेकिन शेयर करूंगा रजिस्ट्रेशन एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस के कॉन्टेक्स्ट में। तो आप अगर वो पढ़ लिए होंगे तो आप उसको बेटर कॉम्प्रिहेंड कर पाएंगे। थैंक यू विशाल।
सर, जो क्वेश्चन है वो है कि इफ यू कैन गिव सम एग्जांपल ऑफ सेक्शन 3। Mr. Sai has asked this.
I lost your voice.
Example for section 3.
Example for section 3 means what?
So I'm not able to clear it, but that is what someone has asked. We can ask queries
Okay,
to.
so if I presume, okay, pardon sir, pardon.
Sir, you carry on, carry on.
Okay. If I question still wants me to elaborate on an aspect, yes, it is very clear, sir. If your project is being built on 600 square meter of land parcel, you have to register. There may be only 4 units, but you have to register.
Yes.
And similarly, in Ahmedabad, if some cooperative society's bungalow has been broken, the plot size is just 450 square meters, and and a single vertical unit up to 5 stories or 6 stories is permitted by the development regulation and under the FSI of or 2.7 purchase FSI or something like that. If you are nearby the BRT metro, you can have 4 FSI, and this single vertical building can accommodate more than 8 units. Then you have to register, sir, because the objective is ultimately the consumer protection is paramount. Consumer must have all the 3 things in his palm. That is, the construction is in accordance with the approved plan, the legal title is clear beyond doubt, and he is promised with accountability under RERA regulations that the possession will be given by project completion date. So these 3 aspects to be provided to a consumer specifically requires projects to be registered. And because the act is for consumer protection, the interpretation of section 3 and the exemption clause is to be taken in that spirit. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Hitesh bhai had asked in which area registration is required, and it is also required in rural areas. So Hitesh bhai, if you are in a planning area, then definitely you are required to get yourself registered. And if it is in, like your second question is, if it is also required in rural areas. So sir, if you are in planning area, then you are required, otherwise not. Then second question is it possible to provide list of planning area governed by RERA on the website of RERA? So I guess sir, you have answered that. It is on the website of town planners website. Those areas are available. Am I right, sir?
Yeah. You are absolutely right, it's available. However, this suggestion positively we will try how we can, but we have a issue of latency of time. If town planner sir has made certain changes and RERA is having a static information on website, and if it is not updated in real time, then we as an authority might land up sharing not updated information. So that is the only concern because of which we have not been able to do this, because with the town planner sir and their district offices are rightly sensitized to help out any promoter or consultant, that whether the particular survey number is within the planning area or not.
Sir, the next question is there any information about flats of any particular project which are unsold in any city available on Gujarat RERA portal? Unsold inventory is disclosed.
For the registered project, sir, if you can share the URL of Gujarat RERA, you can right now show it on the screen. I will help few clicks.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am not able to go to URL.
Okay. Sir, from here only you have to just open your Safari or browser. You can.
Okay. Okay. If I open my browser and type, but how it will become visible to you? You will have to
Yes.
guide me. I have opened it, but then it is visible to you right now?
No, it's not visible. So
Within the Go webinar, yeah. So how I can come out of this presentation first?
you have to minimize it, sir. You have to minimize it. But anyway, you can show it tomorrow, sir.
That I'll by
Yeah.
that time I will have a tested. So
Yes.
my answer is for every registered project on Gujarat RERA portal, when you land on the home page, there is a search bar. You just write any project name,
Okay, sir.
or even the promoter searching for.
Okay, sir. The next question is, land is 450 square meter and units are 9. And in second case, the land is 550 square meter and units are 7. Then, as per your interpretation, the registration is not required. Please clarify.
I could not comprehend the question, sir. Instead of giving such specific for such specific queries, I would request that you come with your plan approval documents, because there are many aspects. Don't reduce the academic discussion to such a binary question of yes and no.
Yes.
You are welcome to Gujarat RERA, and now you have brought me into my senses, and I am welcoming the questioner to come to my chamber and share a cup of coffee with me.
Yeah, he is Mr. Hitesh Kumar Rajvansh. So definitely, we'll ask him to join at your office. Now the next
help them.
question is, please re-clarify about 500 meter and 8 number exemption.
Please re-clarify 500 meter and 8. Okay.
Number.
I'll again repeat once and for all. This is for the last time. I think this webinar is getting recorded and it will be put up on the YouTube. Anybody who missed last time could have visited there. However, I would repeat, if the land parcel is more than 500 meters, then the project is to be registered irrespective of the number of units.
Perfect.
And if the project is having more than 8 units, it has to be registered irrespective of the land beneath.
Sir, now they are asking that registration process is still on or not in this lockdown, and what about application submitted online and next day lockdown announced? So transitional.
I am happy to announce that since yesterday. No. I am happy to announce that since yesterday, Gujarat RERA has started functioning, of course, in compliance with the guidelines and directives given by the state government and Department of Health for social distancing, office sanitization, and curtailment of the officers and staff who can attend the office. However, in the what attendance we are having in our office, we have started processing the registration applications. By today evening or by tomorrow, few of the promoters would or consultants can approach their promoters and identify that they would have received the registration certificate and intimation email in their mailboxes. And on Gujarat RERA portal as well, anybody who is not connected to the promoter can come to Gujarat
Okay, sir.
portal, go to and the registration number have the date indication. You can verify that yes, project registration has resumed.
Someone as Rajesh Langania had said that RERA Ki Pathshala book is not downloaded from this platform. Sir, we have shared it on WhatsApp group, and we are going to email it to all the participants also. If you have not received it, I'll again post the same on WhatsApp group. Hitesh bhai has again asked that, sir, you have said 500 meter and 8 units, so you are interpreting or as and. In this case, sir, yes, it is like that only. Now, what about application already made online? So I guess you have given the answer. Sir, रेरा की बात चलो is not अभी ठीक है हो गया. What about application already made online? Whether registration is required if renovation area is more than 550 square meter, but number of phases are less than or units are less than 8? Yes, the answer is yes. Now, will we have some practical examples on the registration and quarterly compliance during this series? That is what someone has asked. I am very sure that practical examples will be shown by faculty in next session. So with this, sir, we have addressed the questions of all the participants, and we at Ahmedabad branch of WRC of ICAI thankful to Pathak sir for accepting our invitation and giving our members a pool of knowledge which he is having, sharing it. Sir, as I know that a leader is a person who knows the way, who goes the way, and who shows the way. Sir, you are showing us the way how we can decode this radar in this lockdown period and effectively start our new practice in radar. We are very much thankful to you, sir. I'm thankful to all the participants who having a thought in mind to evolve during this lockdown, to take this benefit of this time, and I'm definitely sure that we are going to think out of box and will grab this opportunity. Thank you. We are not having our lecture tomorrow, but we are having a lecture on each alternative day. So please take note of that. And we are going to meet day after tomorrow. Till then, please do your homework. Do work for home during this work from home. Thank you. See you.
Thank you. Thank you.